So we're here today with Maria Sosa. She works for the City of Vancouver, and here to talk about the City of Vancouver's Project Civil City. Now I understand that Project Civil City ended in February 2009. Can you give me some details about the project and its intent?
Sure I can. It was created in 2007 by the Mayor Sam Sylvan, and the project commissioner was Jeff Plant. It was an 18-month initiative that was designed to develop initiative approaches to the issues of street disorder in Vancouver, especially the elimination of the homelessness, the open drug market, and the aggressive panhandling. It was also designed to improve the city's response to nuisance and annoyance issues. It was about sustainable solutions, not quick fixes.
So you're saying sustainable solutions, but the consensus seems to be that not much was really done. Apparently, it was a project that criminalized people, and the consensus is that it was targeted to cleaning up the downtown east side before the 2010 Olympics.
I understand the project was designed to meet the needs of most vulnerable citizens and to involve citizens in building a stronger community.
Yeah, but what came of it? What happened to the project?
There is a commitment by the city and the province to boost social supportive housing. More than 3,800 units were planned. As well, the Street to Home Foundation was established to support projects providing homes, shelter, and support for the homeless. The Collaboration for Change process, another fixture of Project Civil City, involved multiple stakeholders and was a means of rethinking the health care and supportive services system, especially for the marginalized in the community.
Okay. Well, you know what it sounds like, though? This sounds like a real piece of policy analysis to me, and I really wonder if it actually helped. Did it actually help people?
According to Mr. Plant's final report, it helped to modernize Vancouver's bylaw fines, increase law enforcement, and help prevent graffiti and to remove garbage from the streets.
So you're saying it did all of that.
Yes.
Now I understand the project was supposed to take 3 years, but it was stopped after only 18 months. Can you give another example of a positive initiative that came out of it?
Project Civil City conducted a report on panhandling, which involved surveying 100 panhandlers. We know that panhandling often starts because of poverty, poor academic achievement, and mental health challenges or drug addictions. The survey learned that for many panhandlers, the activity of panning is a way to make legal money and avoid getting involved in criminal activities. A full 61% considered panhandling a job or profession. The report came out in July 2008, and the goal is to reduce panhandling by 50% by 2010.
Now, but I get the sense that the panhandling survey kind of hit a dead end.
There were in fact some positive recommendations. They include targeted street outreach that includes panhandlers and that links them to resources, increased social enterprise opportunities such as selling community newspapers, and this could be the case of having the city regulate and license the resellers.
Okay, but these were only recommendations, and it sounds like the project wanted to apply even more bureaucracy to people who are just trying to earn a buck. They're really just trying to earn a living. What else did the report recommend?
It recommends that change could happen by eliminating income clawback, the penalties that exist when someone is on welfare and works for money, and by increasing welfare and shelter and disability rates. We need to offer safe housing that is affordable. Greater opportunities for youth are also needed. We need to ensure that public washrooms and drinking fountains operated by the city are available to all panhandlers. And we need to ensure that security guards are trained to deal in a sensitive way with panhandlers.
Now, I don't mean to give you a hard time, but I mean, these are just recommendations. Are any of these recommendations actually underway?
Right now, they are being studied.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on. Was there anything in particular that the city will keep from the Project Civil City?
I understand that support for Street to Home Foundation will continue and will be part of what the Mayor and the Premier call a significant partnership between the province, the city, and the private sector to provide $1.5 million to create 200 temporary shelter beds in Vancouver. As well, Collaboration for Change will continue to work to generate collaboration between government and nonprofit agencies to focus on housing, mental health, and addiction. It's all about finding and funding sustainable solutions.
So you're talking about these sustainable solutions, but I have a question about this guy, Jeff Plant. Do you feel that there was controversy in appointing Plant, who was a former BC Attorney General, to the role? I mean, the project really seemed to raise the concerns of local groups like the Anti-Poverty Committee. These groups called for an increase in social assistance rates and an increase to the minimum wage, the provision of social housing, and continuing the 4 pillars of the city's approach to drug addiction. That's prevention, treatment, harm reduction, and enforcement. But the appointment of Plant, who was a former BC Attorney General, seemed to really be a case of playing politics.
Yes, admittedly there was some controversy in 2007 over whether the project was designed to clean up Vancouver in preparation for the Olympics. But I think in the transition between former Mayor Sullivan and the current Mayor Robertson, that the city was able to stay focused on ensuring that services will still be provided to our society's most vulnerable citizens.
Now what about street to homes? I know we touched on that. I understand there are some allegations that the former city manager, Ken Dobell, who was also a senior provincial bureaucrat, was doing some double dipping by providing consultation services to the city and to the province at the same time. Shouldn't any money be better spent on finding solutions, not paying consultants?
That's a very good point. Mr. Dobell produced a report titled More Than Just a Warm Bed, which outlined the issues around homelessness and the need to take action.
But it sounds like a lot of empty rhetoric to me.
Well, Street to Home Foundation was not about shelters per se, but about ending chronic homelessness. It was about finding creative solutions.
Okay, now isn't there anything that you can point to that says the city is taking significant action?
Well, it definitely is. In April, the mayor and Vancouver Council called on provincial party leaders in BC election to take a strong stand on homelessness. They are seeking support for an initiative called Interim Housing Solution Strategy and calling for funding the city's 14 sites of social housing sites. This totals $57 million. Again, we are looking to create 550 units of housing, and this includes modular housing, hotels, and conversions within government-owned buildings. This is a temporary measure until permanent housing becomes available between 2011 and 2014.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.